I think it is so important for us as a community to understand uh, that the schools and the classrooms are some of the most violent spaces that our children are exposed to, right? Black children are not safe in our nation's schools. The level of racism that they're experiencing is unreal. And I don't know if we fully grasp the concept of how bad it is. And I remember there were 20 students on the list. 18 of them were Black. I thought, okay, am I missing something here? So this is where my researcher brain goes, right? Okay, is it a miscalculation? Is it like what is happening here? So I then decided to go and look at the previous patterns of withdrawal. And it was exactly the same. Approximately 80% of the students who were slated for withdrawal were Black. I then decided to talk to some of the other program coordinators. And I said, have you guys seen this pattern? And pretty much they all said yes. Oh, but they're not being withdrawn because they're Black. They just happen to be Black. Well, don't you guys think this is a problem? Right? So let me say that for me, it was shocking. Right? And this is after I had spent years in the school system. Somehow, whether it's my little middle class brain or whether because schooling came easy for me, I assumed that once our kids got to the post-secondary sector, that they had already figured out how to navigate the systems and they were going to be okay. I thought, oh, once you get to university, you're fine. But I forgot that university are just as toxic because they're in the same toxic stew of racism, right? And they're technically less supportive because now you're expected to figure it out. You're expected to do it on your own. But what I realized was that so many of our young people didn't know why they were there. They were told, go get an education, right? But one of the things that we as a community haven't done well through no fault of our own, because I do remind people that we didn't even get access to universities until the 60s, right? So in our lifetimes, that's when we got access to universities, which a lot of people don't even pay attention to. We don't necessarily have the language of careers.